89.3 FM. You're listening to Three Quirks and Turk. We have Darren in the house from Suspended Animations. We touch base on IT recruitment, and we just hope that our listeners out there have learned something new today. And if there's anything else you want to reach out, Darren's the man. We'll put his details on the Three Quirks and Turks Facebook. Reach out to him. And if you want to maybe explore for 2020 something new, something different within the IT industry, he's the man to reach out to. But what we want to do now is explore his creative side, his artistic side. Not only is he in IT, but he loves photography. Where's photography come from, mate?
Excellent. Thank you very much for asking. Well, I mean, I did photography at school.
Yeah.
I used to have a key to the dark room.
Okay.
And, you know, when I didn't want to do
The
certain
key to the
classes,
dark room.
I used to go to the dark room and hide.
Yeah.
But I used to...
The traditional way
Yes.
of
Yes.
printing.
The old way.
Photos.
You had to actually take the film, process it in the dark,
Mm.
print it,
Wow.
blow dry them.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Hanging on the string and
Yeah.
everything. But so I kind of did that at school. I loved it.
Yeah.
And then I just left it. You know, life got in the way.
Okay.
Life
And
got in the
life
way.
got in the way.
Yes.
And then about 7-8 years ago, I said, I need a hobby. I need something creative. I need to do something. And I
Okay.
thought maybe I'll try photography again. So I went to JB Hi-Fi. I bought a great little kit, a Nikon
Yeah.
with 2 lenses.
Nikons.
But how did you know which camera to get?
I always remembered that Nikon was the brand in my head. So here's
Okay.
branding for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Nikon.
there's so many brands out there, but Nikon was always in my head from those days.
Wow.
The camera. Nowadays that's not true. There's some
No, that's
amazing great cameras.
Great cameras out there.
But I always thought Nikon's got to be Nikon. So I bought a Nikon.
Oh, fair enough.
And then I did loads of courses at
Yeah.
the Australia Centre for Photography.
Mm-hmm.
Big shout out to my teacher, Marco Bock, who's
Yeah.
the best.
Okay, nice.
And I just became obsessed. And when I should have been working, I was
Yes.
photographing on the street, I was practicing, I was travelling, and I just became obsessed with photography.
So what do you take photos of?
So professionally, I work as an event photographer, so I do a lot
Okay.
of corporate events, private events, and I do some headshots.
Yes.
But personally, I love street photography and documentary photography.
Mm.
So you can just take me, drop me anywhere for a couple of days
Yeah.
and with my camera
And that's
and
it.
leave
You'll be
me
happy
alone
with
with
that.
the street, and I'll be there and I'll make friends and I'll take photos and I'll just be at one with the street. I love
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
it's just photography only. You don't do video on the side.
it. No, only photography. Yeah,
Man, give the man a chance.
yeah I haven't got time for
No, the only reason why I asked is because businesses are changing, and I've asked a few who are in photography have actually expanded their business to do video as well,
Yeah.
so they collaborate with other people.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's all.
And that's a really good point, though. I mean, that's a fantastic point.
Mm.
People are asking me more and more these days, do you do video? Because they do want video.
Yeah.
But what I've done is I've partnered with another fantastic
Okay.
videographer,
Mm.
Christina, who actually comes out with me, and she does video, and she's also a photographer,
Yeah.
and I photograph, and we put a package together.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
awesome. That's awesome. Now, the thing is very interesting to see that you also want to explore your artistic side. But do you realize that you can't actually go to a dark room and print out these photos no more?
right.
And that's something I think is a lost art. You know,
It is.
those good old days, a Kodak camera. You take the film into the dark room, and it's something magic
Does
about that process.
Fujifilm, do they still have those sort
What's
of
that?
style?
Oh, everything's all digital now.
Yeah, but do they
Everything's
still have
digital.
that old style cameras?
They do. I mean,
They
you
do.
can take your film. There definitely
Yeah.
are film
They do
cameras,
film,
and there is
yeah.
film.
There is.
And you can take your film to Digidirect or
Mm.
George's or Ted's or all the big camera stores and
Okay.
get it processed.
And would it be expensive to do it that way?
I'd say
It
it
is
would be
more
now.
expensive,
It would
It would be more. Okay,
Yeah, it would
there
be
you go.
more now. Even like I've noticed that they just recently released a Polaroid camera.
Yes.
The good old days where you take a photo, instant photos coming out.
That's right.
So now I've seen a lot of places that's selling it, and the kids are loving it. You can buy, you take a photo, and you print it out, and this little photo comes out.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got one of them.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's amazing the technology.
They're
though,
so
right?
tiny.
Yes, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
And digital photography has changed photography
Yes.
for a couple of reasons. The one is it's allowed you to work with low light situations
Yes.
because the sensors are so good.
Hmm.
You always even need to use flash.
That's
But at
right.
the same time, what it's also done is it's allowed you to kind of, I'll use this term loosely, spray and pray.
Okay.
I mean, you can take lots of photographs
Yeah.
and then choose the one that works.
Yep.
And you can get away with that now
That's
because
right.
cards are cheaper.
Yeah.
That's
In
right.
the olden days when you had film,
Was
you
it
had
expensive?
only 20 or 30 or 40 exposures and it was expensive
Mhm.
and you didn't want to waste it. So the old school way of working was much more precise
Yes.
and much more of an art, a craft than this new way. It still is a craft,
Yes.
but it's a different way of working.
These days you're just snapping away like 100 photos, 200 photos, and choose for the best.
That's
yeah,
exactly
right.
absolutely. Now, Darren, you're working full time, but you're doing your creativity on the side. I mean, when you started off, how many hours did you put in the beginning?
How many hours did I put into photography?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, I did night courses, I did weekend courses, I was always photographing on the weekends, and right now I do a lot of functions on the weekends.
Yeah, so in the beginning you put 100% of your time. You dedicated any spare time that you had,
Yes.
you went and did
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. Like, it became an obsession.
There you go.
And then I thought, you know what, I love this so much, maybe I can actually do this professionally, just as a part-time gig. That's what I do.
What about the challenges? I mean, we know that there's a lot of competitors out there, right? What are the challenges for you as someone who actually started out in the industry? You may have missed
what a
few
fantastic
challenges.
question. The challenges are there are a ridiculous amount of photographers out there.
That's right.
Everybody's a photographer,
That's
especially with digital.
That's correct.
So-
Apple phone now too.
Everybody's a
Everyone's
photographer.
using-
What makes you different though?
Great question. So for me, I always say there's lots of great photographers, but my philosophy is I really work with people. I make it a fun experience.
Yeah.
I make it a journey, a memory that you'll always have.
Yes.
I like people. I'm good with people. And a lot of the times when I finish a function, people say, "Oh, you're the best photographer. He loves you." I haven't even showed them a photo yet.
Wait until you see my photo. You might not love me later.
Because they had had fun. That's the key. You know? So really, photography is a service industry, a service business like anything else, and you have to create an experience for people. You know, it's not just about taking a beautiful photograph. If you don't want to talk to anybody, or you're scared to get in the middle of a group or whatever.
It makes sense though. It makes sense.
So for all the other photographers out there that's wanting to start this, what's your advice to them?
My advice to photographers are: don't spend money on equipment.
Oh, you just did. You
Only
just
buy
went out
what you
buying
need.
a car.
Yeah, only buy what you need.
Yes.
But a lot of photographers will buy 6 cameras and 7 lenses and all this extra gear, and they never take the time to spend on your education
Yes.
and on your practice, and buy books, buy images, look at photos, study them, rather than spend your money on gear.
Yeah, that's so true though, right?
that's
That's so true.
Because you can go crazy.
You can. You
Because
can.
I go to the camera store and I just want to buy that, I want to buy that. I need a
Yes.
slider, I need the
That's
this and
right.
that.
I need the box here.
I need that lens, I need the tripod.
That's correct.
I'll
So
do
they
all
get,
that, and then I won't even use it, and then
Correct.
I started off doing some of that, and then I ended up selling it
That's
secondhand because I
right.
don't need it.
Yes.
Oh.
there is a guy out there that I know, and he actually's got like 6 camera. Every single lenses you can think of, and I think last year he goes, Davey, I'm actually going to sell half of my cameras.
Exactly.
He never use it.
Yep.
Whole bunch of lenses. He put it out on his bed and took a photo. Lenses, left, right, center. The camera's in and the tripod's this, and I'm thinking, do you actually really need that much? And I'm so glad that you say that, because you don't need that much camera.
Don't need it.
And you know what? It's not cheap.
Of course
either.
it's not cheap.
No, it's not.
So
It's very expensive.
and
you've got to
understanding
insure it as
budget.
well.
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
Because it's
yes,
expensive.
I
Like,
heard that too.
photography costs can get pricey when you start
for
thinking
sure.
about all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
That's
That's
right.
good that you actually said insurance, because when I started off, I didn't buy insurance. And my brother's like, "Oh, we need to insure our stuff."
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
because we had to travel and all that sort of
Yes.
stuff, and then it worked out to be more expensive.
Yeah.
Well, it depends though with the, I mean, but
I mean, that's safer, but you're saving money that way
yeah,
too.
but by saying that also, right, is that every single year they release new models on
Yes, they
cameras
do.
as
That's
well.
true.
They do.
Constantly everything's new. So, you know, you're thinking, well, if I'm going to fork out 3-4K for this camera, next year will be what, half the price. So why not just wait till next year and buy it instead of buying the latest equipment all
True,
the time?
true. But I mean, it's got to be a never-ending journey. So
It
you
is
have to
never.
buy a good camera, and the key is you keep your camera body for a little while, but you
But you
change
change
the
the lens.
lenses.
Change your lenses.
You know. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, my mistake. It's the other way around.
Okay.
You keep your lenses,
Yes.
and you change bodies.
Yes.
Because the bodies are now being are able to adapt with the Canon and
Yeah.
Nikon lenses.
Exactly.
That's
Correct,
what I found
They
out.
have adapters, so you can use
That's right.
different lenses on
Yeah.
different cameras. Even the new mirrorless cameras
Yep.
have adapters that can use your old lenses.
That's right.
So you change bodies
Which
every
is
couple
good.
of
Which is
generations.
good.
Yeah. So where to from now for you, for your business?
So where to from now? So me, it's just about doing what I love to do,
Yeah.
exploring my creative side, which is with photography,
Yes.
exploring my corporate side, which is with recruitment,
Yes.
and just seeing where life takes
So
me.
you're trying to balance it out, right?
I do.
No, that's awesome, mate. That's awesome. And it's really good that that's a very entrepreneurial journey. Like, and that's what we tell people out there is like, you work full time, but you want to set up a side business, but do so, but still keep your full time job and slowly work behind the scene and build up your entrepreneurship business before you quit your full-time job. And that's exactly what Darren is doing.
Exactly. I mean,
So-
and I am lucky because I work for myself in
Yes.
recruitment, so I can balance both together. If I have a corporate job and one day I say, oh, that day's blocked off,
Yes.
and I'll recruit around it. I recruit nights
Fantastic.
as well, and etc.
Fantastic. Mate, our time is running out, you know.
No.
Darren,
I want to stay.
thank you. See, I told
Thank
you
you,
that. See,
Darren.
everyone that comes here, they want to stay. Well, I'm sorry, mate, you can't stay. We can book you in. Come back next time
I'll have to come.
and let us know what your journey is, and perhaps you can share something else new for us with
Absolutely.
the robotic industry, maybe. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Who knows? I
Maybe.
mean, you know, your journey would have changed or shifted. Your mission may have changed.
Might.
Maybe you found some more
Yeah.
who you are as well.
So we've got Darren Seuss from Suspended Animation, the perfect cocktail man. I like that, perfect cocktail man. You want to reach out to Darren? Hit us up on our Facebook, 3 Quirks and Turk. As always, guys, we want to be able to promote and have a platform here for people like Darren. So you do have a story to share. Hit us up on our 3 Quirks and Turk for now. Let's get another song on with Guy Sebastian, Elevator Love.